Well, last week the Waterdogs proved that they've got that dog in them, and today they bring a 3-game win streak into Dallas, and they face a desperate Cannons Lacrosse club that beat them in week 1. You check out the standings, the Cannons are at the bottom, but that one win was against the Dogs in the opener in Albany. They say every game is a revenge game. This one truly is. Zold, the veteran, he's got one save already, and the Dogs set up the offense. And this guy, Michael Sowers, with the rock now as the quarterback. In the sub game, they get some chaos on the defensive side, and it leads to a goal for Kieran McCardle. Dogs on the board first.
The Waterdogs generate some offense out of the substitution game, but it's all about this initial skip pass. Freeze it right here. That skip pass to Courier, you're going to get this rotation up, and then it's just an easy one more down low from Courier to McCardle. So beautiful skip pass. That leads to the defensive rotation, and McCardle buries it right on the doorstep. .48. Sowers and Kitchen, they'll be the two-man rotation there.
Yeah, Charlie Kitchen, the former Delaware Blue Hen, is playing in his first PLL game today. Watch out for him, number 11 in purple. And the Waterdogs are off to a blazing hot start. Ryan Conrad is on the board. 2-zip Dogs.
This starts with the two-man game between Conrad and Sowers. They're able to generate a switch right here, and once that happens, Sowers goes cooking on Bubba Fairman. You gotta help and support, but once you start to give any sort of attention to Sowers, he then becomes a feeder. So you saw Keelty kind of got caught looking a little bit. Should I support? Other in the locker room, it's like, we pulled that out. Like, you build on that type of win.
Lefty shot on the run, somehow beats Ward. Welcome back, Chris Aslanian. The former Hobart Statesman has a goal in his first game with Cannons.
Immediate production from Aslanian, just a strong dodge down the alley, and he absolutely peppers that corner. Gorgeous placement. You could see Ward try to throw out his boot to get a piece of that. But that decision by Coach Quirk paying immediate dividends.
Both played at the World Games, Sixes format in Alabama a couple weeks ago. Here's Lyle Thompson, the superstar of the sport. Coming off a 7-point game last week, he's got his first one today. Lyle goes low and scores his 17th goal of the season.
He was tied for first in goals coming into the weekend, and this one's left-handed. Such a dominant right-handed player. You rarely see him go back and switch to his left. But Lyle showing off his versatility, and Goodrich showing the clamps on defense.
McCardle scoops up the loose change with 20 to shoot. Kitchen on the doorstep, goes behind the back and scores his first goal in the league in style.
Charlie Kitchen, welcome to the league. And like you said, if you're gonna score your first goal, make it a memorable one. McCardle's got his defender hung up, some off-ball action. You can see Kitchen kind of flash his stick. And by the time he gets it, he's right along goal line extended. So very limited shooting angle. How do you increase it? You go behind the back, partner.
Charlie Kitchen cooking in his first PLL game. You might see that behind the back and think this guy's from Canada, right? Well, he's out of Marltown, New Jersey, Delaware class of 2021. Great Blue Hens career. McCardle with a little space, and he shoots it home on the bouncer. A two-piece for Kieran McCardle in the first quarter, and it's a 2-goal lead again for the Dogs.
And this is set up by a really heady Connor Kelly pick. So Kieran McArdle's got his defender hung up again. Kelly comes crashing down. He sets that pick. That late switch by Goodrich allows McArdle to turn the corner and bear down. You can see him change the momentum. He's going way to the goal, going back to it, and he buries it.
Versatility of this team with all the injuries, especially on the attack line, Ryan.
Yeah, I think if any roster was suited.
And look at that setup. Kieran McArdle puts it on a silver platter for Kelly, who puts it home for his first goal today.
What a quarter for Kieran McArdle. His second assist to go along with his 2 goals. You can see he kind of catches that errant shot and heads up. Finds Kelly streaking to the middle of the field. You can see Rahill off the ground, tries to recover. Kind of a bang-bang play, heads up by McArdle after corralling that rebound. Not even a rebound, just a missed shot. Quickly gets it back inside. He came into the day leading.
Under 5 now in this first quarter. Waterdogs have scored 3 in a row. Again, it's Aslanian. Holy cow! That is a lefty laser to the top right corner.
And showing off his shooting prowess. The first time he yanks it to the bottom corner. This time he goes top shelf. So this is Aslanian just basically going one-on-one with Ward as a shooter. He's able to clearly gain a step after the initial dodge. Second time he's got his hands free.
Steven Rafis, we're looking for him to maybe pop and help the Cannons out. Provide a secondary option behind Thompson. Sharp angle shot goes home. There's Mark Cockerton. He's been a great pro lacrosse player for a decade. He scores his first for the Cannons.
All Mark Cockerton does is score goals, and they're typically from kind of funky angles. You can see he just gets a lost off ball. Randall recovers to the middle, tries to identify a matchup. You can see Higgins covering Thompson, so a lot of attention given there. And Thompson wisely finds Cockerton just creeping on that left side.
It's the runway, matched up with Jack Keelty, number 40 in white. Almost another push. Sowers rolls back, shovels it home. Mikey Sowers on the scoreboard in Frisco. See if the penalty is wiped out by the goal.
There was a foul on the play. Interference from the Cannons, which is canceled. Good goal, face off.
How about the stick protection and control by Sowers? You're going to see him take Keelty, goes inside roll. You can see he clearly wants to bring his stick back to that inside. This is going to be a great tight shot. Sowers inside rolls. Keelty's stick is just waiting for him. Waiting. So Sowers realizes, like, I can't bring it back to the middle. My only option is this backhanded shovel shot. And he somehow finds a hair of daylight on that near pipe.
Here comes Chris Sabia, Penn State class of 19. Some space, the shot goes. Welcome back, Stephen DiNapoli. The captain has returned for the first time this season, and he's on the board.
And he shows exactly what this Waterdogs team has been missing. His ability to go from defense to offense. And he's a lockdown short stick defensive midfielder, can push in transition. You can see the late help, the late support there. And DiNapoli just lets it fly. You know that's got to feel good after missing all of this season.
Yeah, you know, a lot of teams in this league have multiple captains. Dogs only have one. It's DiNapoli. Withers off the faceoff win, right to the hole, and it goes. Jake Withers showing off the athleticism, and the faceoff guy has his first goal of the year.
I mentioned it before. This Waterdogs team loves to generate offense right off a win. They love going right to the rack. Courier stays on. Reese will stay on. Withers, capable ball handler and shooter. I mean, he's got defenders draped all over him. I mean, it's not like the Cannons didn't slide there. You just got to slide with the body. He's a clean 200 pounds. He's a big dude. You got to bring the body on that slide.
Rafis, the midfielder out of Syracuse, with speed, got a step, turns and shoots, and beats Dylan Ward. And the Cannons are hanging around Stephen Rafis with his first of the day.
This Cannons offense, they've got the pieces, the core pieces. And this is the guy out of that core that we just have been waiting to explode. He had such a strong rookie season. Coming back with the high bouncer, you can see the frustration by Ward after this goes in. Seems like it just totally surprised him. The high bouncer from inside kind of catches him off guard, just finds a little space on that near pipe. You can see Ward kind of close the wickets there with his legs.
Blow your socks off, but that guy looks impressive. He's a big body, he's fast, he's athletic. He's got it now, number 3 in Lavender. Shovels it home! Right on cue, Jack Hanna's on the board.
Numbers might not be impressive, but that shot certainly was. I mean, you go back to Charlotte, and he was the best offensive player for the Waterdogs. He was really the guy that was making things happen. And here he shows off his creativity and dexterity, gets something on net, and the velocity that he's able to generate with that backhanded shot. Didn't really have time to switch hands to his left with that move. Just says, fine, I'll just sling it on net.
Stop, Chantel. That's a great story from DeMaurice Smith.
That was the most dad interview ever.
Whoa, what a finish. Ethan Walker low to high as he hits the deck.
What an acrobatic catch and finish by Walker. I mean, this is truly amazing. Body and stick control. You're going to see kind of a spot feed by McCardle. He throws to the space. As opposed to throwing to the player, he throws to the open space. He leads Walker, little no-look to boot. And Walker catches that low while diving, and then is able to yank that back above Morocco's head.
The irony of that is Bubba Fairman actually switched to playing defensive midfield because they had so many options on offense as Lyle Thompson gets the Cannons back on track with his second goal today.
It was starting to approach danger zone for the Cannons. Down 5, you need one. And the beauty of Thompson is anytime you need one, this guy can get you one. You can see him open up and kind of swivel those hips. Just beautiful footwork. You're going to see Higgins come over to double team. He takes that contact, pivots with it, and is able to get enough on that shot.
This year by the Cannons, hasn't played yet. Great career at Rutgers, but Morocco's answered the bell in the second quarter. Here's Jonathan Donville right to the hole, and the Canadian buries it.
Jonathan Donville comes flying out of the box. You're going to see him going on his former teammate Higgins. Watch as he jumps and then reaches around Dylan Ward. You don't need a lot on this shot, but notice right here when he leaps up, he pulls that stick back to the inside and drops the head of it so he can reach around Ward and kind of gently plays that ball.
Quarterback at Syracuse led them in assist a bunch. Here's Ryan Drenner. Nice catch and a beautiful finish. Ryan Drenner's on the scoreboard. Athletic stuff.
Ryan Drenner, 13 goals coming into the weekend, tied for 5th, made the All-Star team. He has just consistently produced. Hey Ryan, obviously you generated something out of the substitution game. At what point did you know that Rafus saw you coming from X?
It was just about after I came on off the midline. I saw that we had a step off the box and it was too far for them to communicate, so I just cut, kept cutting, and Rafe threw a good pass.
You're shooting on a goalie like Dylan Ward, he kind of mixes up his arc. How do you counter that as a shooter when he kind of steps out on that high arc?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great goalie, but good shots go. You can't think about it too much. You got to put the ball on frame and make him make a great save. Otherwise, the ball goes in the back of the net.
Put that on a bumper sticker. Good shots go. I like that from Ryan Drenner. Good stuff from Liam Burns. Waterdogs wasting no time. McCardle on the crease, slots it home. Hat trick plus 4 assists for Kieran McCardle, and the second half just started.
McCardle continues his strong day. I want you to keep your eyes on this defender right here. He's going to get called ball watching, and McCardle's just going to cut right behind him. So as Randall pushes in transition, you're going to see Pulver kind of ball watching a little bit, and McCardle catches him napping. Back to that under the helmet, you could hear him say DNAP, i.e. Stephen DiNapoli. He was communicating that slide package.
The All-Star game. He's got a great pedigree, played for Team USA on that 12-man roster at the World Games. Aslanian on the setup. Cockerton, sharp angle shot again. The lefty's got it rolling in his first PLL game this year.
Pretty much the same spot that he scored on in the first quarter. You're going to see Aslanian, kind of some initial action between him and Cockerton. Cockerton kind of fades to the open space in that left wing. So by fading away from the ball, he creates space, creates some separation from Burns, who's matched up on him. And on that recovery, he's able just to quickly get it out of his stick. Ultra quick release.
Couldn't handle it, the Cannons, though. Ball still squirts free from midfield. Ryland Reese back playing defense now. Courier comes away with it. He's just a vacuum when the ball's on the carpet. Right to the rack, and Zach Courier goes coast to coast. Courier in a nutshell, right, Ryan?
In a nutshell. Scrappy ground ball. Who's going to come up with it? Betsar, 77 in purple. And then he's quickly up and out in transition. Little pump fake to hold the defense. You don't stop ball. He's going to finish with a twister. Nolting and that big body, they bump him down low. And so far, Nolting has been held off the score sheet.
Sowers with the bouncer. If you blink, you're going to miss Michael Sowers.
Before the game, I was speaking with head coach Andy Copeland, and we were talking about his rotation. And he said Walker and McCardle were going to go the full 48. Sowers and Kitchen would rotate. I said, are you going to send Sowers out of the box at all? He said, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And there you saw it on full display. Ultra quick.
Courier bodied by Fairman, sets it up for Kelly, who whistles it low.
Hey Connor, we're watching the replay just as you're trotting back. You obviously scored that one earlier in the game, kind of inside. That one's from distance. What did you see as you wound up against Morocco there?
Yeah, Morocco is
we're trying to get by him. He had our number in the first game, and we're trying to take quick shots right out of our pass. So it's just that. So Zach had a good pass. I just got to let it fly early.
They got numbers.
Waterdogs on the run. Sowers sets it up. Oh, that's Sowers. Wow, the crease dive is a beauty on the feed from Walker.
What a filthy feed and finish. The Waterdogs are rolling. They push in transition to skip pass from McCardle to Sowers, who tucks his stick underneath, little face dodge, dive, and finish.
Remember, it was 16-10 Cannons week 1 over the Waterdogs. We're trending toward the reverse score here. Nolting on the setup. Cockerton shot off the pipe. Donville turns and shovels it home with a little extra for Liam Burns.
Good reaction following the shot off the pipe. Let's take a look at Cockerton. He rings one off the post. And the Cannons quickly get it back inside. Donville's got a guy on his stick. So he swings around, goes to that backhand shovel shot.
Under 5 now in this fourth quarter. Bones Kelly wins it clean. He can score. Lefty rip goes. 2 goals in 6 seconds for the Boom Squad, and they're hanging.
Not all face-off wins are created equal. The ability to generate a legit scoring opportunity right off the win. In Bones Kelly, remember, he had the first goal in PLL history. He is a capable shooter. And again, I come back to this point. You traded draft capital for him. He's been 50% all season. Coming into today, he had 3 goals and an assist. He's got to play.
This is Lyle. Always dangerous on the setup. Cockerton buries it. All right, a 3-score game now with a $141. Hat trick for Mark Cockerton in his first game of the season.
Cockerton, so crafty without the ball. You're going to see him come off of a little pick. Lyle heads up, finds him. Cockerton does a good job coming off of that pick, flashing his stick, presenting a target. Burns goes underneath that pick, and that allows the space for Cockerton to be able to catch and finish.
It's taken by Holden Garland. Maybe a 2 necessary for the Cannons. It was actually Jack Keelty on the takeaway. Here comes the Boom Squad. They gotta hurry, and they do. Andrew Newbold, the long pole in his first game of the year, makes it a 2-point game.
Credit the Cannons defense for not only generating the turnover, but this is a best case scenario, maybe aside from a 2-pointer. You cause the turnover, you create transition. Courier's just got to apply some better pressure here. You can see him kind of go for that trail check. He actually gets a little piece of it.
I almost wonder, Ryan, if they were pushing out thinking no 2-pointers.
But at that,
Bolt's going to come into your screen in a second. Nolting still has it. The rookie shoots a 1-pointer. It's backed up by Thompson. Now they've got Newbold on offense. He races back over midfield. Lyle Thompson with it now. Drenner scoops it and scores it. Cannons within 1.
just like they drew it up. But a heads-up play all around on this Cannons offense. They sniff out Newbold. Nolting goes to the rack, and then Thompson picks it up off the end line, quickly attacks it. How Drenner catches this ball off the turf is beyond me, with a full head of steam, and then finds space in the 5-hole.
Newbold says, yeah, that's what we wanted.
I mean, incredible individual performance there by Thompson, and to to get his hands free to get that pass, but how about Drenner? The catch on the run, full head of steam.
Left, Sabia bats it to himself. Back to the goalie Ward. He flings it high into the sky here at the Star. Out of bounds off the Cannons. That's all she wrote. Waterdogs survive and they win their 4th in a row.